Good afternoon, going live. Never thought I was going to. Since last Friday, not one day not one day went the way I planned, but I made the best of it, and I still got a lot done. What's so great about these gig apps, the one perk, is that if something has to change, I need to be home for medication. They're going to help me, and I'm waiting for this medication. And they called me up at 9:40 last night and said, we cannot deliver it tomorrow. Now, I went out last night. I only did a handful, and I did those iViewits because I really didn't think I was going to work today. I figured, hey, I'll save it for that. I'll save that as a day off because they're going to call me in the morning and it'll be a window and I'll be home. There's no problem. I can work at home. And all week long, it's been constant communication. I'm like, okay, well, I really don't have a choice. I can't say no. They're going to text me in the morning. They're going to give me a window. So what did I do? I said, get your butt up and get out today. It's a beautiful day. It's motivation to work harder. I should be on a boat. I should be on the water. I did deliver to the water twice today, and it was gorgeous. I was on a place called the Nautical Mile. I delivered to the office all the way at the end where boats dock, and there's a restaurant boat that goes back and forth to states. Oh my God, it was just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And then they gave me a very good pickup right now, delivered to a very nice, this is something I'm meant to mention during the week. I delivered to a very nice older woman. They're doing a lot of construction. Um, it was just so picture perfect, guys. I'm noticing now, I'm a very young 52-year-old. This guy's crossing the street. He must be high. And I am. People meet me and they go, you're 52? I am a young 52-year-old. I don't have a problem with that. I'm delivering to people in their 70s, and these apps are becoming more known by the older community. They're getting used to the modern world of technology. I've been delivering to a lot more older people, and that's a good thing because they got the money to spend. They're comfortable. They could give a decent tip. It was a $9.20 tip. Of course, I'm going to take it. Really great lady, beautiful house. It's like, wow, what a nice home you have. Because it's so peaceful here. She had a beautiful little yard, gorgeous. Parkway behind, like it's not a house on both sides of the street. Very nice location. For modest living, it was very pretty. Why do you think you're going to get over, Michelle? I mean, it was pulling teeth today. I have something to tell you with GrubHub. So I have noticed, I meant to say that all week long. You have to take notes if you want to say everything. Hello, Bobby T. And hello, whoever else is joining in. So in my opinion, from my experience, the older community is catching on with these apps and they're using it and they appreciate it. And they got the money to use them. GrubHub. Now, yesterday I did approve them to track my motion and fitness. They want to know what's going on. Why is it taking so long? My very first order, right here in my own town, Freeport. I couldn't get to the location. They're doing construction, and the location, you can't make any left turns. And the app is telling me, and I remember from the last time I picked up at this place, but it took me 5 minutes to sink in because I haven't picked up at this place in months. They kept sending me to the north side of Sunrise Highway, but it's really on the south side of Sunrise. And it was a very hard location to get to. And I had to go all the way around down to the next main road make a left, come back up, and I had to park down the street because there was no parking. It's a very busy Main Street. It's on Main Street. It is on Main Street, the restaurant. So that is a perfect example. Look at all these school bus people. I never saw that before. They're waiting to jump on the buses to go do the kids. The bus is about to come out. I never saw that. That's like 15 people. I never saw that's how they got ready. I never knew that. They're all getting ready to do their thing. So that was the very first one of today was a perfect example of how long it took me to get in the restaurant to get the food. And when I got there, they needed 5 minutes to prepare the food. And I didn't mind. It was just soups. But I understand why they waited. They gave me a bag of hot food. Now the next order was just the whole day I went really, really slow. Wow, I got an order. Guys, I'm going to check it out. Oh, in a moment. There's a cop right there. And I'm right in front of a school. And I am not going to touch that. He's coming. He's coming fast. Ooh, excellent. Hold on one moment. I got off the road. He was watching me. There's a lot going on. I'm going backwards. So then they did send me to, I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. They did send me to the nautical mile for two. I did a drop off, then they had me do a pickup. And when I mean I was going backwards, it took me forever to get there. Oh, after the first one, I accepted an add-on because the restaurants were right next to each other, and I literally drove it down the street, both of them. So it was worth my time. And when I went to the first place, and then I went to two stores over. And when I got to the two stores over, I walked in and they know my face. And they're like, okay, what's the name? And I never saw this woman before. Please. Hey. Um, she was like, what's the name? What's the order? So I tell her the name and the order. It was a small order. She takes the whole report. She goes, what do you mean GrubHub? This says Uber Eats. It says Uber Eats. I said, ma'am, I don't really know your system. You keep, you're showing me. I know. This is the name. This is the order. And it was just two small items. It wasn't like main entrees or anything. She was like, I guess I'll figure it out. I'm like, well, what do you get mad at me for? I'm not behind the counter. I don't work here. She unplugs the tablet and she goes into the kitchen. I'm there at least 5 minutes. Now, it took me a long time to get there because there's construction, there's traffic. People are going very slow today. Now, the buses are on the road. I mean, it's just, they're doing a lot of construction, fixing lights. I mean, I haven't gone over 40, not at all. So then she gives it, I said, well, this is an opportunity to use the ladies' room. And when I came out of the ladies' room, she was wrapping it up. And I was like, okay, thank you. You know, it's not my fault. It's not my problem. Then I delivered this last one, and it took me a long time. I went all the way down Main Street to Nassau Road, and they're doing construction, and people are driving very slow, and there's a lot of people walking around. There's a lot going on. Got to be very careful. Took me a long time to drop off that order, and I even tapped and said, I'm on my way. So today was a perfect example for GrubHub. Hold on one moment, please. I need to see which way I'm turning. Now I'm going to a place that I told you the man said 2 minutes. and I was there 22 minutes. It's right on round. I didn't mind waiting, but he wasted my time. I could have been doing something else. Just standing there like a dope. I understand things get busy. I'll shut that off. I know where I'm going now. It's right there around the corner. So today was a perfect example to show GrubHub what happens, how long it takes. I mean, I went backwards today, and the only reason I'm out today, I would have went for a walk, enjoyed the park, and worked, is because I have to be home tomorrow. For the second day in a row, I said, well, thank you for the phone call. I hope it's Friday. I hope they don't change it again. So this is one good thing about the gig apps. You could just go with it and be available when need be and get things done and still earn money. But not one day this week went my way. Like I said, okay, this is going to be the way it's going to go today. And I had to change everything. You just don't share everything online. It's just every day I had to change something. I'm like, oh man. So let's see. Now I'm going to see what happens here. That was on a Sunday morning. So GrubHub's going to get a real feel to understand what's going on in the field. If they're tracking your every move, they're going to learn exactly what happens out in the field. That's all I got to say. I really wanted to share that. Ooh, not used to that being opened. Very good example. They're going to get what they want. I'm happy I opted in. They need to know. They need to know what's going on because it's not always our fault. It's getting too easy for restaurants to say, well, it's a driver. It's a driver. It's the app. It's the driver. It's not always the driver. It's not always the app. All right. Have a good one. See you next time. That's it. That's all I had to share. Thanks for joining in. And any thumbs up is appreciated. Stay tuned for a video I'm going to upload in a little while. When I get home, I have it all ready. I'm going to record it. I'm going to tell you what stocks I sold today and how I reinvested and why I did what I did. I'll share it on my community tab. I'll see you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.